Hello, this is Vik. In this video, I'm going to work on creating registration system, and also in the next couple of videos, we'll see login and reset password. Here I'm downloading this HTML script, HTML design for our login portal, and I'm creating a directory inside htdocs. Before that, I'll create a new repository from Git. I'll name it as a simple login portal. The next couple of videos I am going to work on login, register and reset password, and I am adding a description. It's a public repository and I am going to initialize with a readme file, create repository. I'll copy this link and I am going to clone this through command line. Git clone. I'm going to use git clone command. Before that, I'll move to applications, exam files, htdocs. Inside htdocs directory, I'll clone this repository. Git clone. I'm pasting the path I have copied. Here this project is cloned, this repository is cloned, and I'll move to this directory. cd simple login portal, git status. You can see we are up to date with this current branch, and I am dragging this to Sublime Text Editor. I am placing this windows. This directory I am going to copy this HTML what I have downloaded, and I'll extract it here. I am going to work on this HTML files, and we don't need this readme. I'm just copying this remaining files, pasting it here, and I'll delete this master zip and master directory HTML files. These are the files, register, and I'll convert this as reusable template files, and I'll make it as convert them into PHP files. I'm creating a new directory. I'll call it as includes. This includes directory, I'll put header, footer, and a navigation. Header.php. So we can reuse these template files. Here I'm going to add a div with the ID wrapper. I'll create a new file. I'll save it as footer.php. I'm going to move this code. I'll load this header and footer inside register file. Here I am closing this div tag. I have added extra div in header. I'll load this header and footer templates here inside register file with the include function. I'm opening a PHP block, and this is a HTML file. I'll rename it as PHP file. Includes /header.php. And I'll do the same for footer. I'm copying this statement and pasting it here. I'll update it as footer. That's it, and I'll rename this file. Instead of register.html, it will be register.php. I'll load this file in browser so we can see the output. Localhost / simple login portal register.php. I'll load register.php. Here is the page, it's working. And next I'm going to work on login.html. Next I am going to work on login.html page. Before that I will see reset.html also. This is a reset page, and also edit profile. I am not going to work on this edit profile future, so I'll delete this edit profile page. For now I'll convert login and reset HTML files into PHP files. Here I have converted register into a PHP file. I'll work on the rest of the files: index, reset, and login. Here I am renaming this file from login HTML to login.php. And I'll add the reusable template files, that is header and footer, into login.php. I am removing this body and also footer template tag. From here to closing HTML tag, this is a footer template tag. I have added footer and header. And next I am going to rename index.html to index.php. We'll do the same thing. I'll add header and footer template tags. And here we have one more task. We need to add a navigational template tag. Here I have replaced footer and next header. I have removed this code and copying header template tag from login.php, pasting it here. Here we have a navigational menu, so I'll move this into a reusable template file, navigation.php. I'll create this file in includes directory. I've copied this code, moving this code from here. I'll create a new file under includes navigation.php. I'll paste the code here. Next I am going to copy this statement, update this header as navigation. You can load this file and check this. I'll indent this code. Here this closing div tag is open here, so everything is working properly. I'm not going to work on this edit profile feature, so I'll delete this file. Okay, this file is deleted. I'm going to close this file. Don't save. I'm creating a new file. I'll call it as dbplan.txt. For our database table structures, I'm going to create 3 tables: users, user info, and password reset. These are the 3 tables: users, user info, and password reset for resetting passwords. First of all, I'll work on this users table. We need ID, primary and auto increment, username, and email columns, password, created and updated. These are the timestamps. And user info table, its ID, primary auto increment, and UID, first name and last name columns, mobile, created and updated. These are the timestamps. Password reset, ID, primary auto increment, and UID for user ID, reset token, created and updated. With this reset token, we'll update only just created. This reset token will update the password. Here I am going to create a database, first of all, with the name of login portal, and the table name, users, number of columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns in the users table, ID, it's an integer and a length 11, primary and auto increment. username varchar and 255, email type varchar and 255, password it's a varchar type and 255, created. Here I am choosing a date time but use a timestamp instead of date time while using current timestamp, and updated use timestamp. Only timestamp works only once for current timestamp. I am saving this table. Here is a table structure for users table. Next I am going to work on creating user info table. Next I am going to create another table, that is user info table. Then the number of columns in this table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 columns. Total 7 columns. ID, integer and length 11. Primary, auto increment. It's a index, primary, auto increment. Next column is UID for referencing users table. The integer length 11. Fname, varchar 255. Lname, last name, varchar 255. And mobile for storing mobile number. I am using varchar type and a length 255. You can reduce the length also. And created. Here I am using date time but use timestamp and current timestamp. Updated date time, use timestamp, and current timestamp only works once with the timestamp type. And this table is created. Next I am going to create a password reset table. Then the number of columns are 4. I will check once again. These are 4 columns. ID, integer, length 11, primary and auto increment. Index is primary, auto increment. UID for referencing users, integer length 11, reset token. I'll use varchar and 255 length. Created. Date time and current timestamp. Use timestamp instead of date time. Okay, 3 tables are created. These are the structures for user info, and all these 3 tables are created. Next I am going to work on connecting to database. For that I am creating a new file. Inside includes directory and I am naming it as connect.php. Inside this connect.php I am opening a PHP block and closing PHP. Here I am creating a DSN variable. Here I am using PHP PDO. If you don't know how to connect to PHP PDO or do the queries with the PHP PDO, check out my other course on PHP PDO. Here I am connecting to this login portal database, and I am instantiating new PDO connection with this DSN, and username and password. Username is root and password is blank, semicolon. That's it. I will load this connect.php file. Includes /connect.php. It's a blank, that means successfully connected. I am updating this database with a wrong database name. If I reload, here is error, unknown database login portal 1. So it's connecting successfully. What I'll do is I'll load this connect.php file in all these files, register, login and index, all these files. I'll just copy this statement, paste it again, and here the syntax highlighting is not working. I am updating this file type from HTML to PHP. And for loading connect.php file, I am using require_once function. So we can load this connection only once. Here also syntax highlighting is not working. I'll update it from HTML to PHP. From right side bottom corner, index.php, same pasted, and modifying this file type to PHP. That's it. I am closing this header, footer, navigation template files. Now database connection is created in all these files. Hello and welcome to creating registration and login system. Here in this video I am going to take you through the demo of the registration and login process. Here I am registering a user. If the user already exists, it will display an error message, that is Ajax username checking, username and email. It works for both of this, and if the email exists, it will display an error message and user can enter different email available, so user can sign up with this email and mobile number, password and repeat password, and also Google reCAPTCHA. We are going to learn about all these steps, all these features step by step. Register, user registered, added user's meta information and added user registration log entry, activation email sent, and user has to click on the verification link that we have sent to the user's email. Then only user account will be activated, otherwise user won't be able to log in. For clicking on this link, you can customize the email, account exists and account activated successfully. All these things are done. Activation email sent, account activated. Your account activated, please log in. User can log in into the account with the login credentials that is submitted while signing up. Here user can use username or email, logging in with the password. User can update the profile from edit profile page, username and first name, last name, gender, age, and user can choose the profile pic. And all this information can be accessed from the front end, that is from profile page based on the username. That's a clean URL and bio, Facebook link, user's bio and a Facebook link. Here I am entering as a facebook.com and a Twitter profile, twitter.com, complete URL. You have to enter the complete URL for all this, and blog, website. If you want to update the password, you should enter a password, repeat password and confirm password. File uploaded successfully and profile updated. If I check it in front end, that is username is Vivek1, so it's not displaying any information. By default we have permission system. You will learn all these things. I am just enabling all of these. By default it's disabled. Update permissions. Here you can see all this information is being displayed, and if I access another user, it's admin user. For admin we have different privileges, and you will know about all these roles while developing the application. I am logging in as admin. Here you can see admin menu, and you can update single preferences, and this information will be displayed. Presently not displaying first name and last name. For updating, it's displaying all this information, and you can hide any of these social media links with the permissions, that is user preferences. This is for the user one, Vivek1, and previous user is the admin. So you can see the admin navigational bin in the login portal. Here I don't want to display LinkedIn, so this LinkedIn button will be hidden. You can see. You'll learn all these things, and there are a lot of other hidden features. You are going to learn about all this, and reset password functionality also. You can reset with a username or email, and you can log in with username or email also. You'll learn all this, and email is sent. It should be there in a couple of seconds. Here it is, and I am using SendGrid SMTP service, and it's a username and an email ID. I am going to update the password. You are going to learn all this step by step. Change password. Now we can update. Now we can log in into the system. Here user will receive the password update email notification with the new password. These are the features you are going to learn in this course. Take action and join the course.